10 colognes I now use as air fresheners. Not all fragrances were created equal. Sometimes you love a fragrance, other times not so much. There are several fragrances in my collection that I used to wear and rock and feel really good about, but now they've been regulated to the various bathrooms in my house. Because we're all one happy royal family, you get the privilege of seeing a few of those bathrooms today. Oh, and truly a fun fact, this video is sponsored. ScentBox was cool enough to reach out and sponsor me for this video. Really appreciate it, guys. Thank you so much. Mama, we made it! And the only reason I said yes to them and not the competition is they value customer service a lot. But enough about that, let's go to the toilet. Number 1, Savage, woo! If you don't know about Chris Designer, guys, you clearly haven't been following my channel. I use this bottle quite a few times in quite a few videos, comparison videos, battle videos, and then a straight up review of Savage. So the nozzle has that same casual lean that you might have when you're casually wearing this fragrance. It's a really old video, not one of my best works, but this is a pretty darn good clone of Dior Sauvage, and in that video, a lot of the commenters thought I actually believed that this was the real one and my real bottle was the fake. I'm just gonna leave that alone, and if you believe that, then continue to believe it, because that's hilarious. Next up we have Sexual. This is a fragrance that Michelle Germain sent to me, and this was my favorite one of the whole batch. It smells really masculine and nice, and we've put a dent in it, collectively, as a family. So that means something. Whether it's applied on you or applied in the air to cover up some questionable odors. Next up we have another Chris Designer, and it's the Invictus clone. In Victory, another Chris Designer. The last one, I promise. I actually didn't know how to open this for the longest time. I was like, is this the sprayer? Because it kind of moves a bit, but in my video with Chad, he just popped it off instinctually. He's seen a lot of fragrances, especially the cheap ones. This is $5. It does its job, and its job is covering up the smell of poop. In the exact same bathroom, just to color coordinate the two, we have Iceman. I did not find myself reaching for this as soon as I got Pure Shot / Pure Energy, because I felt like it was more balanced, more well-rounded. This one is just kind of a fresh patchouli fragrance. It smells pretty nice in the bathroom. It smells nice on person too. If you're a fan of Iceman, please don't crucify me. Just my opinion, right? Just my opinion. Now, not only do I refresh the bathroom from time to time, I also keep 4 fragrances in the laundry when I just want to mist the air and have something tickle my nostrils. 4711 by Maurer and Verts. Neroli Portofino type of situation, but this one is old as shit. Extremely cheap fragrance. It's totally worth it as an air freshener because you're just spraying for Jesus. The other one, against my wishes, Zara San Francisco. I like this fragrance actually quite a bit, but kind of gave it away and then found it back in my possession, and I was just not wearing it, so it's now kind of in the laundry. But it does have a bit of a powdery feel to it, and I think it suits the laundry quite nicely. I'm glad you found a new home, buddy. Next up is another Michelle Germain, Sexual Paris for HOMME. You may notice a bit of a trend with these fragrances. Some of them are on the cheap side, or the cheaper side, and kind of smell like Invictus. This one hasn't gotten used nearly as much as the original, and that's because it's not as good. Sorry about it. And the last fragrance I have in here is more for nostalgic reasons. Cool Water by Davidoff. Woohoo! Before Verbena Fields, before Très Nuit, there was Cool Water. I used to wear this a long time ago, so it's kind of fun to relive those moments when I'm rotating the darks.
Why it gotta be darks, dude?
This next fragrance, Colognes GINGEMBRE. Really nice smelling fragrance. It just doesn't really last on my skin at all, and it seems like it doesn't last on anyone's skin. But it's really nice in the air, and it lasts just as long as it needs to, if you know what I mean. Hey, wait, what's this doing here? What? Also an honorable mention to Star Trek Red Shirt. It's not good, but that packaging is amazing. And now finally, my bathroom, guys. Time to get intimate. I have all these. Bit of a nightmare if you ask me. But currently the fragrance that sits on my toilet is this one. This is one of the samples I got from ScentBox. It's JULES by Dior. It's a fragrance that Mr. Smelly talks about quite a bit. And I wanted to try it. And gotta say, it's really masculine and classic, but kind of smells like poop a bit. So that's why it's relegated to the top of my toilet. Now, the nice thing about ScentBox is the fact that if you don't like a fragrance, you don't have to wait till the end of the month. You can just exchange it immediately. But I kind of wanted to hold on to it because I feel like it's found its purpose. You know what I mean? Smash like if you go to the bathroom. I apologize to anyone that I've traumatized with this video, but you had to know. Some fragrances just end up in a bathroom. That's what happens when you have so many of them. You gotta find new uses. If you haven't seen my Savage review, guys, you're missing out. That's some vintage J-ROYL happening right there. So give it a look, see. Just my opinion, get your own.